What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in for a review, we've got Cloverfield on 4K Blu-ray. I won't get into any plot details, but it does involve romance. I'm just going to discuss the video and audio quality. Now for some tech specs. The movie was shot in 1080p on a couple different cameras. It's got a 2K DI, it's rated PG-13. Runtime is 85 minutes, aspect ratio is 185:1. So if you're watching on a TV, you'll get a full screen image. So as you may expect, this isn't going to be a 4K sharp extravaganza. Due to the stylistic choice, there's a ton of film grain and it's very shaky, so you may want to avoid this if you get motion sickness easily. The standard Blu-ray wasn't the best looking disc, with black levels looking muddy and detail being lost, but thanks to HDR's wider dynamic range, low level detail became more prominent and more visible. While looking at the subway scene in Chapter 10 on the standard Blu-ray, detail was lost in the darkness as they were walking down the tunnel. On the 4K version, you can now see Rob and Lily walking in front of Marlene at the beginning of the chapter. Chapter 5 also had better depth as you're looking all the way down the street. Black levels here also had better details, especially in the background elements. Spectral highlights from the chopper lights in Chapter 6 shined extremely bright and contrasted great against the black backdrop. Resolution got a small increase in sharpness as well. Chapter 5 had better rendering, as the debris and stones on the road looked slightly cleaner and sharper, and background elements came across clearer as well. Colors had better balance and looked more natural and not as oversaturated like on the regular Blu-ray. Audio was done in Dolby True HD 5.1, so no new Atmos mix here. But this is one of the better 5.1 mixes out there, with some very low frequency bass response that's sure to give your subwoofers a workout. The movie opens with a very low buildup of bass that's sure to rumble your floors, and Chapter 4's explosion was also a standout. Soundstage was wide and layered with very distinct details. The crowd sounds in Chapter 3 added a nice surround element that places you inside the apartment at the party, as chatter and music didn't take away from any dialogue. Chapter 8 was a great mix of hard-hitting bass, from distant explosions to near-field gunshots, to the subtle sounds of debris hitting the road. Dialogue was always clean, so no issues there. So for audio, I'd have to go with an 8. I wish they would have given it a new immersive mix because I think it would have really elevated the viewing experience. But for only being 5.1, there were some excellent demo material and bass response was pretty amazing. For video quality, I'd have to go with a 7.5. HDR did look good and sharpness was a little better, but I didn't think it was that much of a departure from the standard Blu-ray. So if you already own the regular Blu-ray, I don't think it's a must-buy. But if you've never seen it, I think it's a nice take on the found footage genre, and it's definitely worth a watch if you have a nice home theater setup. Now if you're interested in picking up this disc, I've left a link in the description below. It helps out the channel if you use those links, which helps us bring you more content like this. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and check out our social media links below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again in the next video.